All right, so we are going to read the most embarrassing things that your kids have done to you in public, which are, some of them are straight savage. We've been doing them on our Instagram stories. This is just an easier way to do it. Hopefully you enjoy it this way a little bit better. We can have a little bit more of a conversation rather than being cut off every 15 seconds. So we're gonna get started. We'll switch off who reads them. It's gonna be the best. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, okay. I'm first, hey? All right. Okay.
Just read it. Just read it. You guys, the kids are savage. They're so savage.
Just one.
Just read it.
Okay. Okay. Here we go. My son told his preschool teachers that I had eaten poop, which unfortunately is true. I thought I had a tiny chocolate stain on my thigh. Turned out to be a tiny poop leakage from the baby's diaper. Not sure I needed the whole preschool to know about it, though. That could happen to anybody. It could.
Tell him, babe.
Yeah, you know what? I almost had that kind of experience. We were potty training. Rye. And, at that time, we had been purchasing chocolate-covered raisins.
Yeah.
We no longer do that. And
well, we were making our own trail mix, okay, which is so much cheaper than buying your own, and I filled it with chocolate-covered raisins.
Yeah, you go to Winco, you get some chocolate-covered raisins, you get some other stuff. Delicious. Anyway, walk into the house after a hard day's work, and I'm like, oh, that's a chocolate-covered raisin on the ground. And I was going to pick it up, and I was probably going to walk to the trash, but then I picked it up, and I was like, I just pop it in my mouth, and then I realized, I was like, this isn't the right consistency. And praise the Lord for that realization. It was not good.
He gagged for like 2 hours afterwards.
Oh, it was so bad.
I'm not kidding. He, like the biggest drama queen ever, but he was gagging forever afterwards.
It was so bad.
Okay.
Ugh.
All right. A lot of these have to do with poop. Okay. This one said, asked if I pooped my pants at the grocery store.
It was just like, Mommy, did you poop yourself? That's why you can't fart around your kids. Okay, here we go. My son pooped on the showroom floor when we were buying my car. Smeared it all over. I tried to clean it with the sock before anyone noticed, but got caught.
So now you're not. I would have just walked away.
Yeah, you gotta leave that deal.
just run.
But then the poor salesman. So
who cares? Here's the
as
thing,
a salesman, I care.
But she just got caught with a poop-stained sock.
But reward the person who had to deal with that. You know what I'm talking about? Like, he's now a legend for the wrong reasons.
Okay, I'm actually going to read this one because it's my cousin. I can say that because I can. And I have to preface this story. I'm actually just going to tell the whole story because it was way funnier when she told it to me. So she's at church, and at her church, there's like a foyer area where you can go out if your kids are being loud. When you have young kids in our church, you basically live out there, okay? So she's out there with her son. He's super young. This older lady walks out, has bottom teeth, has no top teeth, just one tooth. One
snaggle tooth.
Just one lone tooth.
Just one.
So my cousin says to herself, lady, just pull the tooth. Just let it go.
You lost.
Then she immediately starts to try to distract her son because if he notices, but it was too late.
Anybody with kids knows.
It's too late. He stands up and he goes, Mom, look at that tooth. So the lady notices. So she is trying to be no. And he's trying to still look around her
the tooth.
To see the one tooth. I was going to bed.
Messed up.
I was going to bed when I read it. I was crying laughing. So I sent her a message. She told me the whole story. It was even better. The kid's gonna notice it,
Yeah.
Mom, look at that tooth.
Props to the little guy for commitment
it's a small
and
foyer
dedication.
Too. It's a small foyer. There's no way she didn't notice her.
All right. So this one says, I have lots. My fave lifted up the mannequin's dress and yelled, "Whoa! Look at her butt cheeks!"
Mannequins tend to be a lot. There's a lot of mannequin ones in here too. they're just curious, you know.
Mannequins scare me.
What? So weird.
It's not.
Okay. This one says, yelled, "Mommy has nipples." He meant nickels for the candy machine. Literally screamed.
Oh, imagine me.
The word flip, like where it's like they think they're saying the right word, but it's not the right word. That one, that'll get you.
Nipples.
That's gotten to me. Definitely has.
Walked out of a restroom in a restaurant yelling, "Ew, it stinks in there. Someone pooped."
And I think we've all been there.
If this person is in Utah, I apologize. There's a chance that I was in there beforehand.
I mean,
I'm not claiming all dirty and smelly
it's probably a woman.
restaurants.
Oh, it hasn't continued. The restaurant was super small and everyone heard him yell it, including the owner.
Look, it happens. Bowel movements are a regular part of life. Unfortunately, the aroma's not spectacular. All right, not embarrassing. Just a part of life.
All right, this one has 2 parts. Currently, my son, who is 6, tells anyone who will listen at the park when all of our birthdays are and how old we are, myself and my husband included, and points to our house.
This dude is handing out your guys'
He's like, a key for you, a key for you. Here's my garage door code. Here.
He's like an
My
identity
mom
theft
keeps her
screen.
very precious things up the stairs, the second door on the left.
Bank account number, and this is the social security number, and here's a loan consultant that will not check all the information. Golly.
Oh no.
Oh.
I just keep kidding.
This little poor kid. That, you know what? I blame the parents.
Poor mom and dad.
No, not poor mom and dad.
Well, I know her, so it makes it better.
Told a stranger about how mom and dad shower together all the time. That ain't the kid's fault.
Stop.
That's not the kid's fault.
But like, I mean, it's still, the point is it embarrassing?
Yeah.
Right? Like,
That's preventable, though. I'm just saying.
Stop.
Why does he know that?
Well,
Y'all be having family showers? What's going on?
stop. Stop.
Wait till after bedtime.
Cut. I know her. You were gonna hurt her feelings.
Just saying,
You have to cut it. Kids just don't respect
was
your
checking.
privacy. The number one. The second one. Oh, at Sunday dinner, my son says, "I saw mom sitting on daddy like a frog." Which is false, is what she said. And listen, this could have been anything. You know? Could have been anything. Dang it.
Oh, cousin.
Why, kids? Just like, stop.
Like a frog?
Because, like, that's like the perfect description. I just don't.
Oh, that's too much. Oh.
Oh, it's so tough. Oh, no. I can't get over the shower
no.
one. Oh.
This lady took her daughter to get her nails done, right?
Oh,
For
no.
the first time.
I just know.
And when the lady started talking in Vietnamese, she looked at her, wrinkled her nose, and said, "Why are you talking like a baby?"
They just say what they feel.
It's a great question.
How do you fix that too?
I
Like,
feel
I'm so sorry. Did she do a good job on your nails?
Y'all got a tip heavy on that one, huh?
That's such.
Compensate with the compensation.
Oh no. This one says, rubbed their belly and said, "Look at my fat belly," to a heavier lady.
They're just trying to find some common ground, I guess.
These are like my worst. Okay, I'm actually gonna insert my worst one with my son. So when Jax was younger, one day we were at like Walmart. We were grocery shopping, and all of a sudden he's like, we're walking into the store, and he goes, "Mom, that guy's gonna die!" And I'm like, "What? Where?" And then I was like, "Who?" And you can't, like, we're maybe 10 feet absolute max away from this guy, and he says, "That guy that's smoking!"
You know what? He was not wrong.
I mean,
that emphysema, it'll get you 9 times out of 10.
Sure.
Everybody's seen the commercials.
But
that could have been a life-saving thing.
Maybe. Super humiliating. Okay. Oh no.
My niece told someone that their fart smelled like my aunt's.
So yours. I mean, it has super distinct.
What are you eating? Like,
you guys eat the same thing?
Hey, my auntie smells just like you when she rips them.
Oh, okay.
Hey, you know what? That's an auntie that's there and engaged, okay?
You're around enough that they know.
You know what? Good auntie. Auntie of the year. I was single at the time, so Mama wasn't getting any.
Okay.
And we went to the restroom, and she loudly asked why I had lots of hair down there.
Says nothing like having your kid announce that you're not getting any in public.
Gee willikers, Mom.
Hey,
Gadzooks.
Kids are such jerks. Gadzooks.
I can't breathe.
Oh, no.
It hurts.
No. Okay. All right. Here's Bedford will like this one. Breathe. Just breathe.
I can't.
We can do this.
That's the funniest one.
We can do this. Okay.
Holy Toledo, mother.
My child. Calm down. Okay. My child was super light skinned for the longest time. She also has green eyes, but half of her fam is black. She kept staring at a black man on the bus, like super long, then yelled, "Granddad?" Here's the thing. My kids have done that too. My dad is bald, and from here on out, every bald guy is grandpa. Like, they're always like, "Grandpa!" And I'm like, that guy's like 20.
Yeah.
Okay? Like,
You gotta look at other identifying
You
features.
can't.
You can't just...
But to be fair, depending on where you live, I remember one time as well that with my kids, they're used to, like, when we go to family gatherings, the black hand is dad's hand, right? Like, that's, especially in my family. And we went to a thing one time where it was for his family. So his dad was there, all of his cousins were there, the whole shebang, tons of people there. And we don't get to do that very often. And my daughter was like grabbing a hand. Like, she just was, and so,
yeah, Maya didn't have a good day.
she was so confused.
She was not happy.
And so, I mean, again, you gotta find some more identifying factors, but, I'm gonna, go ahead.
My son peed on my friend's foot at the splash pad.
I mean, at least you were at the splash pad.
Hold on, we gotta talk about ethics and values. Do you wash it off in the splash pad?
Yes.
Because for some reason that's more gross than just peeing into the splash pad.
No, you wash it off in the splash pad. 100%.
Right?
Yep.
I don't know. There's something, I don't, like, have you ever
It's
seen a
already
kid
in the splash pad.
pee into the
I guess
pool?
it depends on where she was, but
There's nothing more gross than watching someone pee into a pool. Like, that's disgusting.
our friend's kid did that. I don't see her any of these, but hey, while we're here,
visually watching that is difficult.
one of my great friends has caught her kid doing that multiple times into the pool. Also, he pooped in the pool one time. Also, he pooped in the pool one time, and they just like picked up and left because it was their fault that there was poop in the pool, and everybody had to get
Everybody
out.
had to stop having fun for 45 minutes. I see you. You know who I'm talking about.
I know you're watching. It was you. Okay. Always pointing out colorful dyed hair. Mom, she has blue hair. Do you see that? Look. It's like that commercial. We all see it.
Oh,
We
yeah.
all see it.
Those are the
He has blue hair.
We all see it. We all see it.
Those are my favorite commercials.
This poor mother had a child asked how dad's DNA get into the mom to make a baby in the Target line.
We've had a kid ask us that.
Yeah,
Our
but not
oldest.
at Target.
I know. Our oldest asked us that. It was really awkward. He was like, if your DNA and dad's DNA make brown babies, then how does his DNA get in there? And I was like, oh.
Well, it's about time.
Oh.
But the next one's worse.
Same person.
Same kid asked if an older man behind us was her new dad. Nope. Still happily married. She trying to pick up on the next person.
She's trying to like hook you up with someone else. So are you my new?
Was there like a bunch of toys in there? Like, what was the motivation? So many questions.
That first one though, I've been there. It's not fun. My 3-year-old interrupted story time with about 20 other people to tell them I shaved my face.
This is not a man. Hey, everybody stop, my mom!
Library story time. But hold on. My mom shaves her face. Oh my gosh, I read this next one on accident. Oh, I don't know.
Oh, that's why you don't take your kids to fun stuff. These guys went to a basketball game, and their kid, she threw a sucker and a handful of rocks onto the court.
Here's the thing that kills me.
First off, you got nice seats.
Well,
Okay.
super nice. Second of all, like the sucker, like, okay, a handful of rocks on a basketball court?
They got through security.
How did she, like, I mean, I'm not surprised.
Could have been in there for days.
It's true.
That's a terrorist. He was waiting for the opportune moment.
We used to live in an apartment that had gravel outside in the front yard, and I am not kidding you. I found rocks when I was doing the laundry, rocks in every single pocket. Every pocket. I had to clean my washer out of gravel all the time. So I'm not shocked that she got the rocks in there, but like that is the worst thing that you could have thrown onto a basketball court besides marbles. So
yeah.
All right, so this one is quite a few slides, but the gist of the story is that they were living in her, I want to say it was her in-laws' house, okay? And while her in-laws were out of town. So she hated the couches that were in there. They had left them there, and they were just super, super dated. She hated them. After they got home, and we visited them one time, so in-laws come home, they're over there visiting, and the child says, my mom thinks these couches are ugly.
Don't say it if you don't want them to repeat it.
Yeah.
I've never said anything I wouldn't mind my kids saying.
Sure. That is a straight up lie. Just so we're all on the same page.
There's some things that she wouldn't want them to say. This one is probably my favorite. Their little youngsters yelled in the bathroom while mom was peeing, Mom! You don't got no penis? This is obviously a little boy because he thinks everybody has one. It's like, what happened here?
What happens to it?
Well, jeepers, ma'am.
Actually, this one is one of my favorite ones. Okay. Yelled, is this water or wine? As he's getting ready to drink out of my blender bottle.
Everybody knows what's in your blender bottle now. I see you at the gym, too. I'm going to be checking that blender bottle. Trying to stay hydrated. We're going to be talking about that. Ooh. Okay. This little kid, and every parent has had some sort of experience like this, barfed. And it was a milk barf. That's important to know, because those are gross. On me at the doctor, in my hair, winter coat, down my shirt, and bra. It was epic and everywhere. Secretary took one look at me and let us go next. Worth it.
Maybe.
Actually, yeah, you get to pass.
One time, my worst vomit story with my kids, we were at the Cheesecake Factory. The Cheesecake Factory.
First off, you're sitting on everybody next to you's lap.
Yeah. You go on a date there. One time we went on a date there without our kids, and the people next to us had their kid, and she was close enough to touch our plate. We might as well have just gone on a date with someone else's kid.
It was a nice little kid, though. She was cute.
She was cute. But what I'm saying, we're there for my mom's birthday. Riker starts throwing up everywhere. Threw up all over my mom, all over my sister, all over me. It was one of them
projectile. You know when you're
over and over and over again. I've never seen a child throw up like that before. Everyone around us is just looking at us like the people next to us are gagging.
I mean, everybody's in the splash zone.
It was my mom's birthday. It was so awful. And it was the Cheesecake Factory. Like, why couldn't it have happened at, like...
McDonald's?
Chili's.
Chili's?
That would have been better than the Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah, it's true. Chili's, you space your seats out. Cheesecake Factory, I hate that about them. Oh my gosh. Why I gotta eat lunch with everybody else in the restaurant?
PSA. Don't take your kids to the Cheesecake Factory basically ever. Ugh.
All right, last one. In the middle of the schoolyard, this little one put up my skirt and said, "Mommy is Superman!"
Basically, it was your
cheeks flapping in the wind.
It's like they...
That's messed up.
That is messed
but it's
up.
quite hilarious.
You know what? Riker does that to me for some reason. I don't know why. But it's like this subconscious thing that he does where he'll just be pulling up my skirt. He'll be like holding on to me when he's talking to me, and he'll be like throwing my skirt or like pulling it, and I'm like, stop. He does it to me all the time. The other thing that Riker does is when he wants me, this is how he gets my attention to this day. Turn, if you will. Mom, 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 mom. I can't handle it. Like, he'll do it in public. He just, mom, 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 mom. I hate it so much.
Anyway.
Kids are the worst and the best.
And we absolutely love them, and sometimes we don't.
Other things we love. We love these. We love these sessions. We love being able to talk about things that make us laugh. The space is generally filled with a lot of, like, deep things that can be kind of triggering, but we try to keep it open and honest. And so this is something that I think has been awesome for us, just to be able to like laugh and have a good time with it. So we're grateful we get to do that with you guys, and we'll get the next topic going soon.
Anyway, peace.